Hi, it's Gary David from Gary and Charlie here on Columbia's Morning News. Charlie's on the other side of the camera, working on a tight budget these days. We can't afford to put us both here because nobody can work the equipment. So, hey, we'll get that fixed one of these days. Today, we want to talk about, well, what did or did not take place on Capitol Hill yesterday, Monday, September the 29th. Congress, with its, what is that, a 9% approval rating? Well, we can see why, can't we? What happened yesterday? Who are the losers? Who are the idiots that are in charge of all this mess? Let's start with loser and idiot number one. That is Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the House, Democrat from California. So Nancy decides to take this particular moment after days of wrangling and negotiation and try to torpedo this thing at the last second, or so some Republicans believe. Nancy, in her speech on the floor of the House of Representatives yesterday, taking that opportunity to blast the Bush administration for financial and economic mismanagement. What was the point, Ms. Pelosi? What were you trying to prove? Were you trying to get Republicans angered to vote against the bill? You know, 90 of your Democrats voted against it as well, so you can't say the GOP killed this bill. If you had your support, if you had your own party behind you, Ms. Pelosi, maybe this bill would have made it through. Regardless of whether or not you agree with this bill, because most Americans don't like it, don't agree with it. Nancy Pelosi, what were you thinking? What was your true goal in what you did yesterday? Our poll question of the day here on our website is, what do you think happened yesterday? Was Congress acting in the best interest of America, or were they just trying to save their own hides? We're just a little over a month away from elections. They're all up for elections, some in hotly contested races, and this was a recorded vote, so we all know which way they went. In a few days, we may get a voice vote, and we may not know how they vote, and let's see what happens then. Congress, losers number two, Republicans. If indeed, we don't know for sure, but even some high-ranking GOP members say that, you know, there may have been some Republican Congress people who, after hearing Nancy Pelosi's speech, and maybe they thought, well, maybe I'll vote for this bill, but upon hearing her speech decided, no, I'm not going to do it. If that's the case, if there's a single GOP representative out there who thought they were going to vote yay on the bill, then heard what Nancy Pelosi had to say and decided, nah, there's no way right now, I'm not going to do it, you should be out on your can come November 4th. You don't deserve to be in Congress. You don't deserve to represent anybody, even if they're from California, for example. Congress living up to their reputation, 10% approval rating. Let's see where that number goes right now. The corporate America world, another big loser. Do you realize yesterday, on paper in this country, Wall Street lost $1.2 trillion. That is a chunk of money that is equal to the size of the entire economy of the country of India. $1.2 trillion in one day. Now, markets are calming today, at least as of right now, my last check. Things are starting to bounce back up. The Dow's up 245 points. Is there a winner in all this? Well, just maybe it is the American people when it's all said and done. What happens now if we don't get this bailout bill, but investors finally decide maybe we didn't need it after all? It's all right here and right here, is it not? What if the Dow bounces back up? What if we get to where we were before and even then some? Yeah, it's a big confidence shaker, but maybe we'll get back to where we need to be. Look at this article over here. Financial Post, bailout marks Karl Marx's comeback. In his Communist Manifesto, way back in 1848, Karl Marx proposed 10 measures to be implemented when the proletariat takes power. The aim, to centralize all instruments of production, the economy in the hands of the state. Yep, that was his proposal number 5, to bring about the centralization of credit in the banks of the state. Karl Marx alive and well in America in 2008? Maybe if this bill doesn't go through, the winners will be the American people after all.